So tonight, just for a little while that we're going to be here, let's see if we can find a right direction for life. But the first thing I want to let you know is who you are. So that way you can get a right direction of life. So Jesus says, as a man thinketh, so should he. See, if someone can make you think that you nothing, how are you supposed to act? Like you nothing? So the skill of the slave masters and their children, well, if I can get my slave to think that he's nothing, then how he's going to act like he's nothing. And that I'm everything. And see, he will look to me and not himself. So the skill of this slave master was to discomfort you. So Jesus needed to see a blind man. See, in John chapter 9, there were some disciples and came to the master and says, Master, who did sin? Did this man or his parents that was born blind? You see, a man born blind, he never knew himself. A man that was born blind never got to see his mother. A man born blind never got to see his father. And see, as long as the blind man was around, you see, they liked him as a beggar. You know, and notice that white supremacy stayed intact. But see, it was the blind man that was wise. And after a little while, Jesus took some mud, made some spizzle. And see, when you ever hooping, you develop a little spizzle come out of you. Took that little spizzle and told the blind man to go to the pool of Siloam. And the man came back seeing. You see. And they started looking to this man, who made you see? You know, they asked for this man's parents. You know, the parents, they didn't want to say nothing because they didn't want to be let go out of the synagogue. You know, you can ask him. You know, he's an aide. He would speak for himself. You know, they start saying that, well, that man's a sinner. He's a wicked man. See, my brothers and sisters, let me tell you, when they start inviting me in their meetings, in their congregation, well, that Callie or Mr. Howard, well, he's anti-social. No, he's anti-Semitic. Nah, Reverend. You mean the Pope of Jesus Christ? You see, that's the way they handle Jesus. See, it was the blind man that was wise. You see. And see, the blind man said, well, whether he's a sinner or not, I don't know. But as one thing as I do know is, as once I was born blind, now I see. And see, that's the point. You see, your people was born blind from birth, but they just needed the voice of that Messiah.